Hi Aquarius. I hope you guys are doing real well. I was just on my walk and I had to rush back because I kept getting so many downloads for you guys. I was actually, that's why you can't plan anything, I'm telling you. I was gonna go for my walk, come back, take a shower because it's hot outside, and then meditate and then do your reading and check on you guys. The spirit said no, do the reading sweaty. So here we are. Aquarius, the last reading that I did, the Dark Night of the Soul reading, well, that's the message that came through, right? We saw almost every card indicate that, what was going on. So Aquarius, the message that what I got from Spirit regarding this energy, so I did say in that reading that I was going to check in on you guys, right, in a few days to see if I'm still picking up on that energy or new energy. I have new subscribers, so you know, we're all in different waves, right? You know, for example, I did post a video on the community board with this girl kind of explaining what the Dark Night of the Soul is, for those of you that are not sure, right, what it is. And she mentioned something interesting that really stood out, which was the best part of the video, I feel. She mentioned that the ego tricks us into believing and thinking that we've already been on the dark, we're already on, I'm sorry, what is it, Spirit? The ego tricks us into believing that just because we already had a Dark Night of the Soul experience, if we've had one already, that's it, right? We don't have any more after that. When there's various, right? Dark Night of the Soul, okay? What else, Spirit? My throat chakra is being activated right now, so I have been called to work with Archangel Gabriel, so I'm going to meditate with Archangel Gabriel today. That's what I keep hearing, to connect with Archangel Gabriel, so that could be a message for you guys regarding your throat chakra. I'm speaking clearly and getting everything that you want to say from your heart, from your soul, in an authentic way, expressing yourself with love, right? So basically, this is the deal. This is what I got. While on my walk was, for a lot of us, if you've been on if you started your spiritual journey, your spiritual awakening, right? Whenever it was, because remember, time is an illusion and energy is fluid. So this energy that I picked up, that all of those swords and all this darkness and the death process and the shedding of the ego, the death of the ego, in the last Aquarius reading I did, that could be somebody's message a month from now, 2 months from now, so a year from now, right? But again, I picked up on the strongest message of what Spirit picked up on that needed to be delivered the most, right? For the majority of the collective. So not everyone is going to be in that energy. It's not a personal reading, it's a general reading. But this is what I did get. If you started the journey, the healing journey, right? So you probably already have gone through a first Dark Night of the Soul. For some of you guys, this is your first Dark Night of the Soul because you just started your healing journey, your awakening, okay? Started surrendering to your healing. So when that happens, right, your vibration starts to raise, of course. But the first round, which is the hardest one, right? And the best thing about having them again and again throughout your spiritual awakening, throughout the process, is that you start to learn how to surrender more and more, right, to the process. The first one is harder because your ego is kicking and screaming, trying to hold on to everything that's familiar to you in your old life, right? So it's like they become shorter and shorter. But this is why this is happening, okay? This is happening for some of you guys, or will happen, especially if you started the journey. If you've already been through at least one Dark Night of the Soul, you're going to go through a few more, okay? It doesn't just end there. The reason why is because you're ascending into the energy of unconditional love, okay? And divine love, which I've been picking that up also from this deck here, from the past few readings I did, there was a card that says divine love, shields coming down, dropping shields. I think that was the title of one of my readings. And your heart is healed, right? So where to know where you are with this ego death? Because if you're doing the work and you're ascending into divine love, unconditional love, right? Then you are one step closer to divine union with your divine counterpart. Okay, there is no divine union with your divine counterpart. And there is no unconditional love energy and aligning and connecting with divine love if there's still ego in the energy. Okay? So check in with yourselves, right? If you're still getting triggered, if your shadow, if you're reacting or responding or making decisions in your life from a place of ego still, or maybe that's your go-to, or maybe for some of you guys, it's half and half, right? You're catching yourself. You're being aware of your shadow when it comes up, and you're making the conscious decision to choose to respond from a place of love. Instead of, so some of you guys may still be getting triggered, right? So that's an indication that, and if you're doing the work, that's an indication there that, and you're being aware of it, right? Which is the key here, because once we're aware and we can, I wouldn't say tame ourselves, but, hold back, right? Take a pause before and being very mindful of our energy and where we are and what we want to entertain or not. Because I believe that a lot of you are choosing peace right now. That's your energy that you're in. You're not interested in any kind of drama or any kind of negativity or any kind of negative people. Okay, but just understand the process of the spiritual work and what's going on with the awakening. We're going to continue to experience dark night of the soul on and off, in and out. Sometimes it lasts a few weeks, sometimes it lasts a month. It really depends on how much you surrender. Until, that is for those of you that are doing the work to ascend into divine love. Because you want divine union with your counterpart, because you want to be in the energy of unconditional love. Because that's the highest vibration of all, right? Christ consciousness, operating from your higher self, making your decisions from a place of love, because that's the only thing that's real. Loving look at these two cards that just jumped right now. I'm going to show it to you. I just finished putting it away. We got unconditional love and true love. And this is exactly the energy that's the goal that we're aspiring to. So if you're doing this work, the stuff that you're healing, that you're clearing, the trauma, right, that you're trying to release from your body, your cells, your energy field, your vibration, it's going to come up to the surface for it to be released. It's going to be very clear to you. And you'll know where you are also in your journeys when you start to like really be grateful for the trigger, right? It's like, whoa, okay, so I got this trigger, and I had an emotional reaction about it, and that tells me that I'm not 100% there yet. Not that there's such a thing as 100%, but like the majority, right, of the percent in unconditional love, I'm striving for to be there all the way. I don't want any more negative emotional reactions or feelings to come up to the surface anymore. I want to heal from why those things cause such an intense emotional reaction from me, right? So there's a lot of codependency healing taking place right now, which is that attachment, those addictions, right? The being aware, what part of the shadow work and dark night of the soul is also being aware of your coping mechanisms, right? Because these are heavy emotions, right, that are coming up to the surface. They're very heavy. And Aquarius, you're an Aquarius, so You know, it's like we're the strongest sign in the entire zodiac that can bear the weight of emotions, the water bear, right? But when it comes to, we can bear it, right? But it's like, it's not very good for us to just hold it without releasing it, without honoring it, embracing it, surrendering to it. So it is important that we be mindful whether or not we are escaping, avoiding, numbing, and distracting so we don't feel. And those are patterns, old patterns, right? Because we're good at detaching ourselves from our emotions. We can overwork. There's other things that people do to distract themselves, to avoid and to numb feeling the things that we're feeling because it's very painful. So you're being asked to process through whatever's coming up right now, okay? Because you're ascending into divine love, which we've been talking about here. That's God's love. That's agape love, unconditional love here. And ego doesn't align, doesn't go with unconditional love. It doesn't fit. It needs to go before we can really embrace this energy here of loving ourselves and everyone. So basically, you're going to be tested. The divine's going to send you tests. People to trigger you. You know, could be family, could be strangers, could be whatever. There could be a huge miscommunication. I'm getting abandonment woundings are being highlighted right now. Okay. And that is so that you can clearly see where you are on your healing journey, especially during Mercury retrograde right now. This is the time to do this work, to retreat, to embrace the quiet time in your life that you have, to use it wisely, to do the soul searching, the introspection, right? Using affirmations all the time. Whenever you do catch yourself and become mindful and aware that you're probably thinking from an ego point of view when you're looking at the time frame of something, that's ego. Okay. If we're feeling all of the abandonment wounds, feeling alone, feeling neglected, feeling rejected, feeling that victim consciousness of no one loves me, right? Maybe I'm going to be alone forever, or all of these negative thoughts, limiting thoughts, they come in, you know, transmute them, violet flame. I heard when I was sitting under the tree, I heard, what was it? Hold your focus and maintain your vibration. So self-care, go for walks, spend time in nature, ground your energy, spend time in the sun, drink water, eat, you know, healthy, nutritious foods, okay? Things like that. So move your body, do something to shift your vibration, play, have fun, things like that. So there are people that don't really, they claim they've been on this journey for 20 years. That says it all right there, right? and the reason for that is because they haven't been able to understand how to transmute energy and surrender to the death of the ego, right? And they're being guided to the people that are helping them to achieve that, but they're still not there yet on their spiritual journey, that they're not seeing it. That's what the divine is doing, is sending them to people that can help them to achieve their goal of, you know, enlightenment or ascending into the energy and the vibration of unconditional love. But anyways, that's what I got. If I remember anything else, I'll let you guys know. But I want to check on the energy. Oh yeah, I didn't read the true love one. Because you're healing your heart, and even if you have taken the guidance from spirit, from your intuition, which is very strong right now, trust and listen to your intuition, especially if you're in the energy of the unknown, the mysteries of life, right? Stepping into unknown territory. So definitely you need to trust your intuition, especially, and trust yourself, right? We have true love. The romantic stirrings of your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. The outward appearance isn't the truth for a lot of people. You know, it's the mask that they wear because of fear, right? So, for some, not everybody is in their truth, in their authentic self, and showing up to the world that way, unapologetically, perfectly imperfect, and fully accepting themselves as they are. Not everyone is doing that, Aquarius. I actually am going to see what's being activated for you right now, but let's get started. Connect with your enemy, check in, and see how you guys are doing. The point of this message today, so if you guys, you know, don't like hearing the downloads, the channel message, and the intro, and maybe, I don't know, I'm not the reader for you, because what I get, it normally tends to always be confirmed and show up here in the, you know, on the cards, okay? But also, the main reason for me starting this was that message that I got for me doing this reading, was that message that I got. So hopefully you heard it. If not, if you guys are impatient and you want to get to the reading, you know, look into that trigger, right? We could be missing some valuable information, right? That could be very helpful. All right, so let's see. Let me connect with the energy, my loves, and let's get started. I feel like I'm already connected, but okay, Spirit, I'll call you all in. Okay, okay, yeah. So, yeah, you're processing right now through some heavy emotions. Yeah, heavy emotions. Look at that. Regarding the past. Look at that. Regarding, yeah. So, you're healing though. You are transmuting energy here, okay? That's what it's looking like. Ace of Swords. Breaking free here. You're transmuting energy, right? The emotions, the energy that you're healing, you're releasing some heaviness here, okay? Wands represents fire. Fire is energy. So your energy may be low. You may be feeling you could be feeling somebody else's energy, a past life soulmate here. This is the twin flame card. There's a lot of nostalgia, missing, yearning, you know, and you have a lot of love for somebody here, Aquarius. You're like deeply in love with somebody, and it feels like you can't hardly take it anymore. Holding in your love, not telling them, not showering them with your love, not, you know, there's a lotus here. Okay, so it's a rebirth energy here. Definitely. 10 is the ending here, okay? So it's becoming more than what you can take and bear. Holding this love in, loving somebody so in a way you never thought possible. Loving somebody so deeply here. I'm feeling you guys' emotions coming up. You miss them. They miss you. So this is a huge weight, right? It's taking a toll. But I feel like that's why that strength card keeps coming in a lot. Because it's taking every ounce of strength that you have to endure. It's like this. Okay, thank you, Spirit. It's like this. maybe some of you guys have tried to move on. Wow, this person's your 10 of Cups. Maybe some of you guys have tried to move on from this person, but it's like, try to unlove this person, try to move on from this person, but your heart kept saying no. You can't unlove this person. No matter what you do, you're exhausted. It's like taking a toll, because not only are you carrying your emotions, your energy, you're also carrying your twin flames. You can feel them telepathically. She is the Queen of Cups, is the Queen of forgiveness, right? The Queen of love. Speaking of unconditional love and true love, the romantic stirrings of your heart, right, has propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. 10 of Cups. Aquarius, this love, this queen is an empath. She's a healer. She's psychic, intuitive. She feels everything. So with this past life soulmate, there's two people here. This is each other's inner child calling each other in from a very vulnerable place. Innocent love. I just heard that with the children. It's innocent love. It's pure love. Honest love. Deep love. And it's like you're asking yourself, how much more of this I can take? And it's like, yeah, so you tried and you couldn't. And you just like, you can't unlove this. This love has no end. You can't unlove this person. But it's like you're ready to give your love to somebody. You're ready to love somebody. You're ready to share your love. You have so much love, you're about to blow. Right? It's overflowing of love that you have for somebody here, Aquarius. And it's like you want to share this love. I feel like it's an overflowing of love that you have, period, within yourself, for yourself. Just the energy, the vibration of love is overflowing, right? So it's like you want to share it with somebody special. So you might have tried to move on and do that, but it's like, it's not this love. So I think that's what probably propelled you into the dark night of the soul, is that realization of, I can't unlove somebody that is choosing right now to not, that is making a decision to not be here with me. That's not here in the physical, it's not in my physical presence, not in my reality here that I can physically touch, right? That is choosing not to be here, not to show up for me, not to receive my love and not to give me theirs in person. How can I go on? Move on to anyone else if I can't stop loving somebody that's making their free will choice to not be here with me, loving me back? And it's like, how much more can I, wow. It sounds like quite the conundrum and impossible situation. So that's probably what some of you guys may have triggered. Mercury retrograde brings back a lot of nostalgia, a lot of emotions, a lot of stuff from the past. It's unfinished business. Matter of fact, I want to pull from this deck here for you guys. That was such a strong and powerful channeled messages. I felt the emotions that you guys are feeling. Loyal heart. Your heart is so loyal to this one person, Aquarius. And I feel like you have tried to move on from this person, but every single road that you take brings you right back to this person. So that's how you know it's your twin flame also. Spirit, the higher power is helping you ask for help. Surrendering is the only thing you can do. When you're trying to move on or trying to get your heart to do something that it doesn't want to do, you're in resistance energy, okay? You're not walking the path of least resistance. Just accept that whatever you feel, just accept it. Embrace those emotions, and then you'll feel it lift from you. You feel lighter. because you're in acceptance energy. Yeah, round and round. Every single direction you take brings you back around to the same. All roads lead back to the same person. Spirit. Okay, we have here building blocks for Aquarius. Building. So there's a rebuilding or a building, okay, from scratch here. And it's taking a while because you're paying attention to the details. And you're doing things by the book now. Show me Aquarius's energy right now. Aquarius collective here, Spirit. Between worlds. I'm getting that you're still transitioning between the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. So we're still in between those. But, you know, this is also, you're in the process of coming out of the dark night. Whatever, however many this is. Maybe this is your second. Maybe this is your third dark night. Maybe this is your first. Right? So you're coming into the light. 1 foot in the past. You're crossing a threshold right now. Yeah. Pay attention to your signs guiding you, and go with the flow. You're being heavily guided to the sea is flowing. Flow right now. She's just sitting in the boat, letting the boat take her. Let spirit take you. See, there's a higher power. See the face? There's a higher power here helping you. We have community. Lean on your community. That's us. Our soul family, our soul tribe. Here could be your community in your corner of the world. Your spiritual community. Okay? So, yeah. You're thinking about home. Coming back home. What feels like home? What is home? No place like home. Or somebody's thinking about coming back home. You're thinking about moving for some of you guys. Relocating. Anyway, there could be a change in your home front here. You guys could be traveling to the sea, right? Relocating completely and starting to build your life. You know, let me get one more for the Aquarius collective here. Let's hear one more for the Aquarius collective. Or two. Okay, fork in the road. That wanted to come out in reverse. And by the book. I said that. You're doing things by the book here, Aquarius, okay? The fork in the road came out in reverse. I feel like I like that in reverse. I feel like I'm going to leave it like that because that's how I saw it. So that's the message, right? Meaning, like I said, every direction, choose the path of least resistance, okay? To the sea. Aquarius, and trust your intuition. Every path here is going to, I feel like there, crossroads energy, there's no wrong path right now. You're already facing in the right direction, okay? So, okay, what else here for your Aquarius collective? Slow build here. Here's the King of Cups, Scorpio energy. So, be embodying that energy. You don't have to be a water sign to be the King of Cups. That's just somebody that is in love. Deeply in love. We have here the Ten of Pentacles. This is that long-term security, foundation, financial freedom, card of marriage, card of community, right? What else here? Legacy and empire. What else with the Aquarius collective? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Feeling stuck right now, my loves. But you do have a new beginning coming. You know, that's why if you feel stuck between worlds, that's probably what this is. So surrendering is going to be your best bet right now. Okay? Or stuck on this person. We have 4 cups and the Fool here with the Hermit and the World. So yeah, again, it's a slow closing of a cycle here, okay? And you do have a new beginning. You are in solitude right now in hermit mode, healing your heart, and going through the emotions, the you know, I feel like she looks disappointed. She does. She looks disappointed, okay? So there's a need to still transmute this energy here, okay? Ground your energy. I went for a walk. It felt good. So you want to meditate, whatever you guys want to do. Look up for different ways to ground online. And try to clear the clutter in your mind. These are limiting thoughts here, right? Trapped in fear. This may not be your energy. This might be somebody else's energy. Show me what else for the Aquarius collective here, Spirit. What else we need to know? Ooh, the Queen of Swords. Got the Sun at the bottom of the deck, which I love the Sun. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Yes, Aquarius. Healing the heart here, healing your emotions, overflowing. Sacral chakra, solar plexus here. Yeah, you're feeling a little vulnerable, a little raw right now. You developed some very strong your spiritual strength here, okay? We have fire and water, solar plexus and sacral here. Huge recovery energy with the Sun. So, yeah, you are standing up here, Aquarius, okay? The Queen of Swords is an archetype of somebody that's been through a lot of hardships, okay, in her life. And that's why she's the Queen of Swords, because she gained a lot of wisdom and a lot of experience. She's learned a lot of lessons. So it's like, that's why she's so brilliant, right? And intuitive and discerning and strong, okay? She stands strong for her convictions. She has a very soft, she's an empath. She has a very soft heart and very loving and very kind, but she has this inner strength about her, this power about her that makes her seem intimidating to approach, because she tends to speak her mind and stand up for what she believes in and speaks her truth. And sometimes it's a brutal truth, hurtful truth, but it's the truth that people need to hear. So people know that they can't cross her, that they can't trick her, manipulate her, gaslight her, right? Because she'll know. She can sense bullshit from a mile away. She's been divorced. She's mature, extremely wise. You know, she has a lot of life experiences here. But she has her palm out, right? She's receptive. She's open to receiving. But she's expecting nothing but the truth. And only the truth. If she's coming out here, this means that you had because we're all four queens in one when we're divine feminine and divine masculine. We're all four kings and queens in one person. So we only, show up as the Queen of Swords when we are, feeling like we're needing to put our sword up, right? To speak our truth, to stand up for what we believe in. And not back down. Tell me about this queen. This is somebody that's decisive, knows what they want, has clarity, somebody that's in their power. Tell me more about the Aquarius collective here, Spirit. Knight of Swords. Ooh, wee. I would say watch your words at this time. They're okay. So it's like this. I think that somebody's approach towards you might put you into, wanting to raise your sword up, putting your guard up, as in, that's why I mentioned earlier, right? To make sure that you become very mindful and aware of how you are reacting and responding to certain situations in your life. I love the Queen of Swords because she's truthful, right? But it's like, there's a difference between being, cutting and defensive and harsh and responding from your ego, basically. right? Versus from a place of love. You can set your boundaries here from a place of love. There's some kind of major change and turning point that's taking place right now. There's the Death card under it in the Two of Cups regarding a soulmate here. There's a huge change taking place regarding a divine connection. Ten of Pentacles here. So somebody wants to rush in and talk, Aquarius, it looks like. Okay? And yeah, somebody wants to rush in and talk here. It's gonna be sudden and unexpected. I feel like you're ready to receive this person. Just be careful, because this can be, you know, this knight is fully armed. I mean, not fully armed, fully armored up. No skin, which means no vulnerability. So, you know, this can be a very, let's see, it could be sudden. What else here for the Aquarius collective? I am going to clarify it. This is interesting. And all swords. Woo! Five of Cups. This is that dark night energy of depression, sadness, and grief. It may not be your energy. Sadness, depression, and grief. Guilt and regret. It could be your energy. You could be feeling this person's energy. You could also be going through a shedding of the dark night of the soul. Every single limiting thought here is with the dark night of the soul. It's coming down, right? It's disintegrating. The limiting thought, which is ego based. You're taking the sword. You have a sword in your hand, and you're breaking yourself free here, because you're air. You're not meant to be tied up or stuck in any way. You're air. You're meant to flow free, fly free, free-spirited, right? So that's why you have been, this is what you've been working on freeing yourself from this in your, you know, solitude energy, if you've been in solitude. So looks to me like there's somebody that's going to come out of the Five of Cups here and going to come rushing in to talk to you. Tell me about this Eight of Swords for the Aquarius collective. This may not be your energy. This could be somebody else's energy, but I can see this being Aquarius energy for sure. Swords energy. It's the mind. It's the thoughts. And I know that we can get like that sometimes. That we can't, you know, sometimes we have a hard time coming out of our minds, our heads. Eight of Swords. Wow. So whatever it was that you're seeing, you're waking up, you're seeing it from a different perspective. It could be the Hanged Man. Change your mind, change your life. It could be the awakening process that you're going through, that you're seeing how you may have potentially held yourself back, and you're addressing every single one of these limiting thoughts, these, you know, the prison of the mind, right? So it's like there's a perspective shift, and I feel like you've done that perspective shift with the Queen of Swords, male or female. There's no gender here. This is, you know, everybody carries a masculine and feminine energy within them. Take what resonates and leave the rest. You guys, this is a general reading. I could be in the cross watcher's energy. The cross watcher, I could be speaking directly to you if you're dealing with an Aquarius. So, and this is time is an illusion. This may have happened, is happening, or still predicted to happen. I stopped saying all of that in my intro, or haven't been consistent with saying it, and now I'm having to say it again, because there's always that one person or two that forgets that this is a general reading, right? And that and energy is fluid and time is an illusion. Anyway, so there's a perspective shift here. So this perspective shift is what's causing the movement here, okay? Tell me about the Queen of Swords for the Aquarius collective. Woo-wee! There is your sun, Aquarius. So, amongst all the darkness, this is what you're coming out of, the darkness here, right? And going into the light, going into the central sun. I'm going to pull what's being activated right now. Here it is, solar plexus energy. vitality, energy, truth, clarity. You got the truth, you got the clarity. Whatever you were stuck on here, you got the epiphany, the breakthrough, the download, the aha moment, the answers, right? And you know now. And whatever it is, it cleared everything up for you. You're like no longer feeling stuck, or you won't be no longer stuck. Okay, you're being freed. This is the card of freedom, recovery, health, vitality, inner child, heart. This is also heart, because it's Leo energy, and Leo rules the heart, as well as solar plexus. This is inner child healing, positive energy, high vibrational energy, vitality. This is if you had a health issue, this is recovery from that. This is the happiest card in the deck, okay? So this is awakening, clarity, all of that. So this is good, Aquarius. Hey, the sun is out. And then we have the Fool at the bottom of the deck, which is we're getting ready to start our news. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Timeline jumping, I just heard. We're timeline jumping here. Ooh, we're catapulting straight into the new cycle here. It's like we're gonna go from being stuck, boom, into the sun, into the happiness, into our new life. It's gonna happen fast with the Knight of Swords. Yes, Aquarius. It's because you surrendered, you accepted, surrendered, and you did the self-care. Okay, that's why. And you meditated, right? And you connect with the divine, and you ask Spirit for help. This is good. Sorry, I have to drink some water. Clarify here the Knight of Swords for the Aquarius Collective. Oops. Oh, wow, the Four of Wands. So, divine union here. Okay, this is the 1111 card. The marriage card here. Foundation, security and foundation. Building blocks. Building blocks. So this is the Twin Flame card, okay? It's a card of celebration. It's a card of reunion and union and coming together. It is a card of marriage, but it is something solid, a solid foundation. It is the 1111 card. So this communication that's coming in, to be honest with you, Aquarius, I did see the Two of Cups. I do feel that this is a divine union here. Communication that's going to change everything. Communication that's going to break you free. Communication that's going to make you feel very happy, right? Communication that's going to bring in a lot of happiness and a lot of joy. And it's like you're ready to talk, Aquarius. You're ready to receive this. You're like, come on. Come on. I'm here. You know, make your move, right? I'm ready to receive you. You have your sword up, so do I. This is like very honest and truthful communication here. I can tell you at least that much. Because these swords, that's what it's about. Tell me about the Five of Cups here. Yeah, so much healing, Aquarius. Yeah, Hermit energy, Dark Night here. You're coming out. Some of you guys are probably already seeing flashes of light. Feeling a little lighter, okay? So this sword not only broke you free from the Eight of Swords, it also cut you down from this tree here. This is that clarity, the answers that you seek. And I feel like it has also something to do, what's going to also help you with this is going to be this, whatever this Knight of Swords is bringing in, this communication. Okay? You're closing out a major cycle of painful here. This is the Virgo energy, right? And we're in Virgo season. And here's Saturn, mastering a karmic lesson, healing the heart here this entire time. Four of Swords, it comes after the Three of Swords. Retreating here to heal. What are we healing from? This, heartbreak, disappointment, loss here, grief, devastation, despair. So all dark night energy, which is spiritual depression, which is the death of the ego, right? And we can only do that when we do shadow work, the soul searching, the introspection, the self-reflection, spending time alone to rediscover yourself, to come back home to yourself. If this isn't your energy, this is somebody else's energy. or both of you. Since the twin flame card is here, it could be mirroring each other here, okay? Well, this is nice. I'm going to leave these two here. I am going to clarify the Four of Wands one more time. Clarify the Four of Wands here for the Aquarius Collective. Yeah, so there could be somebody that walked away from you, or that you walked away from, wants to, or both walked away from each other, wants to come in and express themselves now. Okay, so there is a return here. The wants to clear the air. The confusion is coming to an end. There's no more illusion. Somebody is clear here. There's a huge awakening or a breakthrough, a wake-up call that somebody got, right? Yeah, and it's going to make you very happy. Okay, what's being activated here? There's a lot. So you understand now why the pause, why the delays, right? It's because there was still more ego death to clear, more ego to clear, more triggers to heal from, so we can, you know, clear whatever love block we had, the walls from around our heart. There's, until we changed our mind, until we saw it from a different perspective here, whatever it is right? The healing. This is why, and healing takes a long time. Especially after receiving a Ten of Swords and a Three of Swords, which we saw in the last reading. I think every Aquarius has just gone through so much in their life. And it's like, now is your time to win, Aquarius. Now is your time to be happy and receive the blessings and the gifts from God, Source, the universe, your spiritual gifts, your blessings, your abundance. Look, your hands is open, palm up. I always say palm up to receive this sun. I'm ready for the sun. Look at all this dark energy here, and then here comes this bright sun with the bright, something to celebrate with the bright Four of Wands. It looks to me like this is going to happen fast. The second that that we actually really leave the emotional baggage behind, the stuff that is weighing us down, that no longer serves us, right? Then we can, you know, welcome in a new beginning, a new opportunity with our palm up, right? So what's being activated here for the Aquarius Collective right now, Spirit? I read that from the book. It's being activated. This is, you know, this is great. This is great, my loves. Okay, exactly. Exactly. This is exactly why we were in the ego death, okay? Because it's exactly what I said earlier. Divine love, higher heart activation, dropping shields, your heart is healed. And until that happened, with the work that we've been doing for years for some of us, for others of us, we're just starting this work. We're in different waves, right? So if you put in the comment, I'm not in this energy, great, good for you. Maybe you were a while ago, and now somebody else is in this energy, or maybe you will be in the future in this energy, and you just don't see it coming because you're in denial, thinking you're already healed, right? So, or it could just basically not be your reading, because this is a general reading, right? So, so again, so it's like there was more healing that needed to take place regarding whatever was still, you know, tormenting us. Whatever, you know. Right now, Aquarius Spirit is saying, watch your words, okay? I can't help but laugh. Find the humor, Spirit said. Find the humor. I wouldn't be surprised if that card actually jumped, okay? I'm going to read this from the book for you guys. Spirit, show me Aquarius Collective. Find the humor. You know, it's good to laugh. That raises your vibration. Show me what Aquarius is clearing up right now with this Eight of Swords energy. What is leaving? Aquarius's energy. Basically, your impatience is what's leaving, okay? So, patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Exactly. This is what I think that was the title of one of the readings. This is one of the most important spiritual lessons that we learned here, or learning, is patience with this process. It takes a long time for the healing to take place. And if we're rushing, right, that's a trauma response. If we're rushing, Knights of Swords here, that's you know, that's when you're not going to fully reach this right here, right, this divine love, because we're rushing because our ego is telling us time is running out, or you know, this is really hard. Patience, it's not easy, especially if you have fire in your chart, okay? Air and fire, both. The struggle with patience. I think earth and water do a little bit better with patience. It's just the fire and the air. So what else here for the Aquarius collective? That they're so lessened, that they've learned, that they're clearing up. Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So wishful thinking. Scorpio got this in their reading yesterday as well, but I think it might have been from a different deck with this deck. I don't remember. I think it was this deck here. And adversity. Look at what you're clearing up. You're choosing. I accept the challenges are the best way to learn, and happiness. We're we're coming out of denial. I did say I picked up on that energy, right? Of us not really, you know, seeing that, you know, we're not there yet. If we're still in our ego and we're still getting triggered, there's more work to do. I'm still working on this. and I work on this for 4 years straight now, every day. So, you know, hours a day worth of work, meditations. So yeah, if I'm still working on this, trying to get to divine love and clearing away all the ego and all the triggers, then, you know, I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there that are still working on this as well. This is not patience, right? It's not overnight. We have happiness. That's your birthright. I am aware that being happy means I am on the right path. The good thing is that I am aware and mindful, and I do catch myself. You know, I'm going to read this from the book. I do catch myself whenever I feel myself feeling triggered and my ego is kicking in. And when I do, I work on transmuting that energy. I cancel, clear, and release any negative energy I sent out. And I go into seeing it from a different perspective and recognizing the trigger, and I know exactly what work I need to do. It takes time. Higher heart activation. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards in this deck. And that's exactly what's going on now, which I said earlier, right? You have experienced much fear, separation, and heartache in your lifetime. I should read the whole thing. The higher heart chakra is the most ascended form of the heart chakra. It's found in the center of the chest, in the heart region, and is clairvoyantly it is seen clairvoyantly as a pink color. The reason that this energy center is pink is because it's opposite complementary of green, which is red, with the white light of spirit. Through this stargate of the heart, we have the potential to connect with divine love, the love that exists in all things, and experience the heaven within. This card transports us to the higher heart space, which is the thymus chakra, where we can recognize the love is not an external essence, but a light we hold within. It has been there through every lifetime. When the higher heart becomes active, it's a recognition that the search for love has ended and the excavation of the heart has finally begun. Your message. You have experienced much fear, separation, and heartache in your lifetime. Why? That's what I said about the Queen of Swords, right? This has encouraged you to close off and shield yourself from possible hurt. For a long time, you've been trying to open yourself back up, but have been concerned about being far too vulnerable. This card shows you have realized that love isn't something you have to work for or search for, but your divine inheritance. You have also recognized that this energy isn't something that comes through relationships or external experiences. So healing from codependency, but is your natural state of being. The more you close off, the more you close off, the more you close off from your true self. The more you drop your shields, the more love is revealed. The more you express the love that you are, the more it is reflected back to you. Love is your truth, Aquarius. Love is your truth. That's the only truth, right? My loves, again, remember that this message may resonate now or later on in the near future, or this may have happened already. If I didn't connect with your energy in this reading, definitely check out the next one or the ones prior to this one. Okay, when you like, share, and subscribe, or when you like and subscribe, you connect with my energy and we start to resonate more and more. Thank you all to my new subscribers. Thank you everyone for liking, sharing, subscribing. It does help the message to reach those that need it, and it also helps our community to grow. And and thank you all for your donations, for scheduling personal readings with me, and for purchasing decks. I love you all so much. I'm not getting called to pull any more cards. So I'm just going to leave this right here. Aquarius, there's a communication that's coming in that's going to make you very, very happy. Okay? And you're becoming unstuck here, it looks like. So you're breaking through all the barriers here. You probably have dealt with a lot of people that has a lot of envy regarding towards you. Okay, and that's an adversity, right, that you had to deal with. Patience is love, okay, and unconditional love. So if you don't feel yourself not feeling patient regarding something, come back to love and refocus your energy on love. Okay, I love you guys so much, and God bless you, and namaste. Mwah. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.